Well, g'day and welcome to another episode of BlankCanvasTV.com. I'm Andre Knott, and we are changing the way you see and experience art. Welcome on down to the show again today. Look, I get all these questions all the time, and so I'm answering them right here on the show, and then today we're going to answer this question: where do I discover new artists? But I think before we answer the question, I think we've got to ask about the motivation behind the question. Why do people want to find the next new artist? Is it because they want the next new thing? Is it a value issue? Is it because these people are looking for the next hot stock or the next property boom or whatever it is right there? If you're looking for it from an investment perspective, I think you're almost, you've got to be trying to find a needle in a haystack. I mean, almost impossible. In fact, it's like trying to pick that penny stock. You could just figure out, go bang, 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 take 100 different options, and perhaps one out of that bunch might actually become something very valuable in time. But art is a long-term hold. No matter what you're looking at, it should be a long-term hold at least, unless you're an absolute art critic and dealer who deals on art on a day-to-day basis from one day to the next, from minute to minute almost. It's not a very readily or hotly traded type of commodity or item. So therefore, the art market has a long history of increase in value, but it is exactly that. It's a history because it's a slow process, and every type of art collecting piece, if it's an economic kind of art collection piece, should be viewed from a period of literally 20 or 30 or even 40 years or longer, as far as estate sales go and all the rest. But if it is from an intrinsic point of view, where do I discover a new artist because I just want to find the next new hot thing, something that I enjoy, something that's cutting edge, something I want to hang on my wall, then I've got a kind of a response for that. And my response to that is, where's the best place to see the moon, or the stars, or the sky, or the sun? Because they're always changing. I mean, this is always changing as well. How am I going to find a new artist? Well, there's a number of different ways. You could go into major cities. You'll find a plethora of talented people. I mean, you have a lot more people there. Just by the law of averages, you're going to find a lot more new talented artists. But you're also going to find a lot of lemmings, people who are following the curve or the trend or whatever's at the cutting edge at that point. So you're going to find a lot of people actually following the herd. So are you going to find the hot new thing in a major city? Who knows? You could go to art schools. At art schools, you'll find the very rare genius, but a lot of the time you're going to find mere posers, people who think they're artists, people who are on the they want to be on the cutting edge but just following the herd again. A lot of lemmings at art schools perhaps, but you certainly will find the rare genius. Maybe you look there. Maybe you look at art museums. Art museums will typically bill themselves, contemporary art museums at least, will bill themselves as having the absolute new body of work, and you'll also see a new artist but a new body or a major body of work, and you'll be able to see many, many different styles. But oftentimes these are what are already contemporarily or in the contemporary art world, they're already cutting edge, so they're not absolutely the new thing after all, and so you're only going to be seeing what's popular. But if this sounds frustrating to you, well, guess what? It is. It's a very, very difficult concept. Where do I find the next new artist? Well, this is my rule over the years, and wherever I've found this has been true many, many times I've asked it, and that is to ask established artists themselves. They can be the best ways in which to find brand new hot artists, because curators are good too for museums and whatever, but artists truly believe in the concept more than any other that new artists represent their legacy going forward. So therefore, and they're going to be looking for the ongoing search for beauty and truth in art, as a poet would say. So the artists are probably the best people to look at. Now, when people ask this question, where do I discover new artists? A lot of the time they're asking from a period of extrinsic beauty, therefore the value on the art, and they ask which are more important. Which are more important, an artist's earlier works or their later works? And this is a concept that could almost be dealt with in a brand new episode on its own, but I'll address it quickly right here. I really have no idea. I don't know. And I'm going to tell you there right there. There's a tendency for people to believe that, the earlier works are more are more collectible by an artist. Say Picasso, you look at his very, very early period of works. Are those going to be more valuable than his later works of art? Well, I don't know. I don't tend to think so. I think the only reason they may be seen as more valuable or more important is because they're older. They've simply gone through more years. They've had more of a collection history. They've shown an increase in value, so therefore why wouldn't they into the future? That's probably the reason, because they're older, that they've got more appeal and more ability. Some say that it defines an artist's career, what happens the early part of their life, but who's to say that the later works are not redefining their career or even defining their earlier works, giving their earlier works some basis of reference. So I tend to look at the works of an artist as a whole and try to determine across them which actually have the best execution of work within any given period of their work. So that's interesting right there. I mean, think about it in these terms. Jesus the carpenter or Jesus the healer. I would have liked to know both. I'm Andre Knott. I am your host of blankcanvastv.com. Hope to see you on another episode. Can't wait to see you here again. And leave your comments right here. Come say g'day. We'll address more issues as we go on in these wonderful episodes right here.